because after all, you're a wife and a mother, and you need to be home. And your husband wanted you to do that, spend more time at home. But did you go through some struggles and kind of miss the stage and all that kind of stuff during those years?
其实刚开始的时候，我会很不谅解我的先生，因为我会觉得你不知道我的工作做得很好哎，你应该支持我的工作。
Right. Now, how should I, what kind of job would I say your husband has? Well, he was in like these like manager, executive manager kind of positions, right?
Yeah.
In all these big corporations. Okay. So that's how Yan is, Wawa's husband is. And then to think that he married a singer and a very popular and, up to this day singer. So you can imagine what kind of, relationship or marriage that could be. So your husband couldn't quite understand that singing is so important to you because that's you. It's the singing part. Okay.
不过我觉得对我先生来说也有一些文化的差异，他要学习。
Are you talking about the singing culture or the Taiwanese culture?
Taiwanese.
I figured that much. Yeah, because Yan kind of grew up in the States.
Yes.
Right? And Wawa is a very local Taiwanese person. So there was this culture difference and conflict there.
关于时间的观念啊，关于对于工作付出的观念啊，对。
Right. About time management, about career, about work. And the work, aesthetics here in Taiwan. Yeah, so he had to take some time to get used to adjust. Yeah.
然后但是渐渐的我自己也发现，就是说我好像没有办法同时做好两个工作，就是做好家庭主妇跟歌手，我好像没有办法同时把它做好。对，所以我一定要有一个选择。那在那个时候我就想说 OK 唱歌这个事情我尝试过了，做的也还可以。那但是做太太做妈妈这个事情我没有做过，那我可能要多花点心思跟时间在这上面。
I see. Well, because you think that singing to you is, you've done it before, you've tried it, you know what it's like. Well, it's new, you being a wife and a mother. So you thought that, well, maybe I can put my singer aside and kind of, focus on being a good wife and a good mother, and actually a good mother.
Learn to be as one.
A
Housewife.
daughter, in-law, to your mother-in-law,
right?
At
the same time.
Yeah. So you all went through this, and you were doing a very good job too, Wawa. I know. You did. You still are doing a very good job. And, being a good wife to your husband, being, kind of like, okay, if this is what you want, I'm willing to put singing aside and try it. But you tried it for a while, and now you're really spending more time in singing lately.
真的我觉得非常感谢。那现在小朋友开始大了，比较独立一些，那我自己的时间就多了。那我又可以把自己的兴趣找回来，然后竟然还可以有机会。我觉得非常感激在每一次的演出。
Oh, that is so great. So, well, your children are older now. They're independent. And so you've got more time to yourself now. And then, so now you take good opportunities of every time that you can sing and be on stage or in front of TV or go on shows or even travel abroad, right? To Singapore and Malaysia and all these countries to perform, and China too, to perform. So, and then just recently you had your very first solo concert. I'm sure you had a great time. Well, how did that feel?
Great. 但是那天我觉得很特别的是，我看到现场的来宾，我看到说，不管是我认识的人或不认识的人，他们都有感受到说，过去这些年他们的生命是美好的。那我觉得我的目的就达到了。
Oh, all right. So during that concert, you felt that in the audience, there are people who have come a long way supporting you and being your fan, and that they're still doing well. That if that is so, then it comforts you to know that they're also been leading a good life, and so have you, then that's comforting and encouraging for you.
Yes. 然后当然，我从以前质问我老公说，你为什么不支持我的工作？可是那一天他在现场从头到尾，所以我觉得，我觉得时间是很有意思的事情。
Oh, wow. Well, we were there in the back. It was a full house that night. And we were there in the back with your husband, Yan. And he was there the whole way. He was in a suit because he just came from,
work.
Work from work. And he was a little nervous for you in the beginning, we could tell. But I know he was moved. And I think, for first time seeing you live in person on stage and having such a great time, and it went so well that I think he was very thankful at the end. And he was happy for you, and he was happy for himself. Yeah, I think we had a great time. And I felt like, you probably could have gone on singing, even though the concert went on for 2 hours and 15, 20 minutes. And there was no break in between. And I was just amazed how you could just do it.
Yeah, I just do it.
And my husband, John, was there. He says, wow, you can go on for another concert after this, or even like many more after this. Is that what your plan is? What do you think?
Yeah, I cross my finger.
Yeah. It's amazing because you have a very unique kind of voice. It's more like head tone. And yet, people, if you talk in a head tone, for a long time like that, you lose your voice.
Yeah.
And you get tired and exhausted. I know how that is because
Most people do.
Yeah. I've given speeches, for an hour and a half, and I'll be like so exhausted I couldn't talk anymore. I'll slow down. But not you. It's amazing. I think God has given you a very unique gift.
It is from God, definitely.
I mean, except for the fact that your feet were hurting at the end of the concert. But other than that, you were fine, right?
Yeah.
This is amazing. So, what do you think you want to go from here? Have you talked this over with your husband about like you guys gonna, I don't know, you're gonna start spending more time in singing, or what's your future plan? I mean, you're still young. The way that you can sing, you are still so young. There's so much you can do. So what do you think you want to, do, and maybe even like, using your singing with some other things? I don't know. Maybe a movie? Yeah?
Anything is possible.
Yeah? And you're willing to do anything, right?
Yeah. Well, at my age now, anything is interesting,
Oh, yeah.
But 我觉得还是要看神怎么去带领。我相信他会有一个计划。
All right. So you think you want to just see how God will lead you and see what is in plan for you? All right. Now, what other songs that you find that you really enjoyed, this whole singing career? You've had so many top, songs on the top charts, right? Can you talk about maybe some, in the making of some songs, or one particular song that you really liked? Did you write any of these songs yourself?
No.
Right. Now, so people wrote songs for you.
Yes.
They got to know you, and then they wrote songs that they thought would fit you. What was that like? Think of one particular song.